Hi. So this video is all about use of super keyword. So first of all, super is used to call superclass constructor. When a subclass is created, its constructor must. Let's skip all these boredoms and let me tell you one thing. Suppose when you have a class, okay, so you create an object of it, and when you create an object of it, for example, here we have a class manager and we have an object instantiated. We named it, referenced it using M1, okay, naming it M1. So when we have an object of that class, what we do that this variable that we gave it to M1, we can call all the methods and fields using this reference. That is, if we want to call a field, then we can write M1 dot, suppose name is a field, M1 dot name. And if we want to call a method, suppose print is a method, then we can call M1 dot method. And what about this M1 itself? When we create it, uh, suppose M1 manager is the class now. So manager में जाएगा button complete. क्लास तो वही रहेगा. Okay, so don't think it in that way. Okay, simple thing is that super keyword is used to call the superclass constructor. Like we have constructor in this employee class, and the class manager extended this employee class. So when we call that when we make the constructor of this class, we must call the constructor of super class first, and that is done using super constructor, that is super, and we put the parameters inside this for the super class constructor parameters. Okay, uh, if we don't use constructor, if we don't declare a constructor in super class, then it is not necessary to uh, this keyword is not necessary, then you can skip it, but that is not a good idea because you don't get any way of giving as or assigning any value to it until and unless you use dot operator. Okay, so first thing is this. Second is you can call any method and fields of superclass using super keyword. How we do it? Simple. Like when you create an instance of an class, then the variable that you means reference that you assigned it. Suppose you named it M1 for manager class. You made an object. You made an object and referenced it using a variable M1. Okay, so you can call the class. Sorry, you can call the fields using dot operator. M1 dot suppose name is a field. So M1 dot name, and you can call the method. Suppose print is a method, then M1 dot print bracket. Okay, so in that same way you can also call the method of and fields of superclass in subclass using super keyword. These are two uses of this super keyword, and of course super keyword is used in method overriding, but there is no a different concept for it, because it is simple. If you want to call the version of uh, overridden method in overriding method, then you can call it like super dot pre. And if we have already discussed that we can call that method and fields of super class using super keyword. So there is no different thing in it, and that's all the potential of super keyword and nothing else. But it is very important, undoubtedly.